Hi friends, today we're going to continue looking at different ways that we can use models to help us add and subtract fractions. So we know already that we can use pictures and we can decompose fractions into unit fractions in order to add and subtract fractions. Today we're going to try writing expressions using a unit fraction. And an expression is a different way to see how we create that fraction. And I want to remind you, a unit fraction is the smallest part, and all unit fractions need to have a numerator of
1.
So we're going to try it for 3/5. So we are going to use our unit fractions to try. And if you need to draw a picture or to decompose, then you can do that. This first one we're actually going to decompose using unit fractions. So I see that my denominator is fifths, and I know that the numerator for a unit fraction always has to be
1.
So 1/5 plus, I need another 1/5 because I need a total of 3. So 1 plus 1/5 plus 1/5 gives me 3/5. 1, 2, 3. Now we can take a look at this same 3/5 and write it in another way. So I'm noticing I have 3/5 still. But you know what? I can combine two of my unit fractions because I know 1/5 plus 1/5 equals
2/5.
That's right. 2/5 plus 1/5. So now I have two different ways that I can represent 3/5, and these are two different expressions. So I'm going to write in parentheses expression. That's exactly what you just wrote. You're representing the fraction in different ways. So we're going to try the same thing with 5/8. We're going to start by decomposing using unit fractions. Now I know that my unit fraction always has to have the numerator of
1.
So I need to have 1/8 because my denominator stays the same. Now I need 5 of those because my numerator is 5. So 1/8 plus 1/8 plus 1/8 plus 1/8 plus 1/8. And if I count them, I can be sure I have 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5. But I can represent this using not just unit fractions, but I can combine fractions. So let's try that. And there's so many different ways that we can combine these fractions. I'm going to show you at least 2 different ways. And then I'm going to challenge you to come up with at least one more way to represent 5/8 using fractions. So I see 1/8 plus 1/8. How much does that equal?
2/8.
2/8. So 2/8 plus 1/8 plus 1/8 plus 1/8. This still represents 5/8. I could also say that 5/8 is equal to 2/8 plus, now I see a bunch of 1/8 here still. 1/8 plus 1/8 plus 1/8 gives me 3/8. So I can also represent 5/8 as 2/8 plus 3/8. So your challenge is to come up with at least one more way to represent 5/8 using either unit fractions or a combination adding together those unit fractions, just like I showed in those 2 examples. So take your time and good luck.